Coming up on Mountain News this morning, volunteers from outside of the Bluegrass continue to help our region pick up the pieces after devastating flooding. And a local church holds its first Sunday service since the floodwaters impacted many areas here in Perry County.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning to you. It's Monday and it's almost 5 o'clock. I'm Dakota Makris. Good morning to you. Let's head over to Brandon Robinson for a look at our forecast this morning. And Brandon, I am so glad to be back with you. You after your 8 days off.
I know.
I mean, do you still work here? Or are you just filling in for us now?
I had to think about it for a little bit. But yeah, I come back on Friday and had Mr. Freeman, but good to be back with you as always, my partner in crime. And we're going to
Lord, don't make me blush.
That's right. That's right. All right, let's get into it this morning with the forecast first, and we'll take a look at that, and we'll see. A few showers rolled through overnight. I think they're they're on the way out for now, but I think we could see a few more try to pop in at times today. Some fog out there this morning. Ran through some of that on my way to work. Not constant, but again, we're keeping a close eye out there. Trouble spots: Williamsburg, Wise, Middlesboro, Jacksboro, Jonesville. Seeing a little bit of visibility issue out there. I know there was some in Knott County through parts of western Letcher County, so just be aware of that as you travel this morning. Temperatures in the upper 60s and close to 70 out there this morning. Looks like 64 is our cool spot over in Wise. We got a couple 70s out there. Logan, Prestonsburg, Hazard, London, and Somerset on the warm spot. So a normal day temperature-wise, but of course it's Monday morning once again, so you probably need a little extra on the coffee meter. Heading out the door, you're going to see temperatures climb into the 80s this afternoon. It's going to be it's not updating there, but it's going to be in the low 80s this afternoon. I can tell you that for sure. We'll get that graphic out there and get that squared away for you here in just a little bit. Dakota?
All right, Brandon, thank you. Well, since the historic flooding our region saw in late July, we have seen people from beyond the mountains travel to help communities in need. And for one Eastern Kentucky food pantry, receiving help from a few neighbors outside of the Commonwealth has helped them to amplify their work in a big way. Our Alyssa Williams has that story.
Those with the Hazel Green Food Project in Wolfe County are committed to not only ensuring that everyone in need is fed, but that they also have the supplies they need to make it.
We believe that everybody deserves help. I mean, we don't know what they're going through or anything like that. So if they're a flood victim, I don't care how much money they have in their bank account, they're going to get help.
But the food project isn't the only thing lending a hand. Several folks from Ohio have reached out to help their neighbors.
I may live in Ohio, but I love my people from Kentucky. And I had a weight put on me the minute I heard that I had to do this, and I've been nonstop ever since.
Vanessa Treft from Seneca County, Ohio, has family here in Eastern Kentucky. Treft has been going door to door, delivering supplies to people nearly every day since the flood happened.
I've got a great base of people in Ohio who are just kind, generous, and everybody was on it. Everybody came together doing what they could do for their fellow man.
But through her time volunteering, Treft has seen numerous flood victims be denied of assistance or get left behind by other charitable organizations.
You have shelters who are in abundance of supplies and materials. They're sending loads away as we scramble bag for food, diapers, all your cleanup supplies and things like that.
Treft says in order for people to get the help they need, communication is key.
What needs to happen is there needs to be more communication between the local fire departments, this food project, and the people that are actually on the ground.
Working to help people just like those within the Quicksand community, many of which who have yet to see assistance from FEMA or other organizations.
They've been really great, terrific, good people.
Neighbors helping neighbors to help heal the mountains. Alyssa Williams, WYMT Mountain News.
Well, those with the Hazel Green Food Project say they will take any donations that are turned away from other organizations, adding that the need is not going away anytime soon. Local farmers markets are opening to serve free food to flood victims. Farmers markets in Breathitt, Knott, Perry, and Letcher counties partnered with World Central Kitchen and Lee Initiative to serve free food to Eastern Kentuckians. The co-founder of Lee Initiative says after they saw the devastation, they knew they had to help out.
Really, the people on the ground are the ones that are pulling everyone together. These 4 farmers markets exist year-round, so we wanted to make sure that, one, people were getting healthy local food, but also that the farmers were being paid for their product.
The markets will be open with free produce every Thursday and Saturday from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. for about 3 weeks. Operation BBQ Relief has set up at Food City here in Hazard for the last few weeks and has sent meals to flood victims. The relief group has sent out around 90,000 meals so far in 23 days. Those with the group say it is their mission to bring joy to the people of Eastern Kentucky.
We've had a lot of community outreach. We've seen stories of hope and compassion and love, and getting that hot meal that matters to the citizens of these 7 counties that were affected is what's most important to us.
Operation BBQ Relief will be in Hazard until Wednesday. Well, many people in and near the city of Hazard will no longer have to worry about the safety of their drinking water. Officials with the City of Hazard Utilities announced the boil water advisory was lifted for portions of Perry County on Sunday. The following areas were lifted from the advisory: the entire city limits of Hazard, Airport Gardens, the Village Shopping Center, and all the areas between West Perry and East Perry Elementaries. Officials say they will announce when other areas are lifted from that advisory. Officials with Eastern Kentucky Concentrated Employment Program, or EKY, are launching a new initiative to help people impacted by the flooding. It's called EKY Flood, Finding Local Opportunities for Overcoming Disaster. The project is meant to help volunteers, businesses, nonprofits, organizations, and communities across Eastern Kentucky. People who were laid off or already volunteering, or who would like to help with the flood recovery effort and get paid while doing so, can apply with EKY. You can also attend one of the events at the locations you now see on your screen. We'll also have the locations, the link to apply, and more information about the initiative over on our website at WYMT.com. Well, Buckhorn Lake Area Presbyterian Church held its first service in the historic Law Cathedral on Sunday. The Law Cathedral stands as the only site in Perry County listed on the National Register for Historic Places. The sanctuary survived through the flooding, shining as a bright spot through tragedy. Valerie Hamlin, an elder with the church, says the cathedral's stability is a sign of hope.
It's important to know that God is here and that His presence is here in this community.
Well, the Buckhorn Lake Area Presbyterian Church plans to continue holding services at the Law Cathedral every Sunday. Well, thank you so much for getting your Monday morning started with us here on Mountain News this morning. When we come back, one of the most famous mountains in the world gets an update to help climbers post about their adventure online while trying to make their way to the summit that's on the way.
And scattered rain chances will be around off and on today, but later this week, the forecast returns to its proper season. On the latest in about 3 minutes.